Channel 3 is your election authority. With COVID cases climbing and long lines expected on Election Day Tuesday, a number of cities and towns all across Connecticut are trying to make absentee voting easier and more accessible. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland explains the option being offered this weekend.
New Haven's offering a couple of options for folks looking to vote absentee this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, you can pull up to the Hall of Records. If you're a registered voter, request a ballot. They'll give you one, fill it out, and drop it in one of these ballot boxes right here. And it turns out they're not the only ones trying to help folks avoid those long lines on Election Day.
This is my first time voting in a presidential election.
Olivia Shoemaker says without the option to vote absentee, she'd be out of luck.
Yeah, I love it. I wouldn't have been able to vote otherwise because I'm too busy on voting day. So I'm really happy that there's this option.
But with concerns over the coronavirus, any registered voter in Connecticut is able to vote absentee this year.
We're way over 15,000. We're getting requests, hundreds of requests in daily.
And with those numbers rising, New Haven City Clerk Michael Smart says this weekend he and his staff will be outside the Hall of Records for curbside absentee voting. If you're registered to vote, you can request a ballot. You'll need to bring an ID, and they'll check your address and bring you a ballot so you can fill it out and drop it off.
We just want to make sure we give voters every opportunity to exercise their right to vote.
In neighboring West Haven, the walk-up window at the clerk's office is another popular spot.
Because I don't want to be in the line. You know, Tuesday it's going to be a madhouse, and I'm a senior citizen. So, you know, with the COVID and stuff, I just don't want to be in all of that.
So FANNIE Blackwell, who says she's voted in every election for more than 40 years since moving to West Haven, jumped at the chance to vote absentee.
All I got to do is fill this out and then go back and give it to them, and I'm all set.
Emptying out one of the drop boxes, staff here tell us with more than 7,000 ballots requested and more than 6,000 already returned. This is something they have to do a couple times a day, and that number keeps climbing. Voters can also get a ballot here up until 8 o'clock Monday night.
I wanted to make sure I got it done prior to the craziness that'll be, you know, on Election Day. So this way it's guaranteed, it's in, simple.
And for these voters, now their civic duty is done.
It's perfect. I see no reason why voting shouldn't be more accessible.
Now, if you're voting absentee and you haven't returned it yet, city and town clerks across Connecticut say don't mail it. They say it's getting too close. Instead, they say fill it out and return it to one of these ballot boxes in those cities and towns. They say that way it's guaranteed to get there in time for 8 o'clock Tuesday night and make sure your vote counts. Reporting with the Mobile Newsroom in New Haven, Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.